In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a fully automated AI UGC system that can save you the thousands of dollars you'd usually pay to content creators, or better yet, a system you can sell to brands for a massive profit.
This green hoodie is super comfy, perfect for my Sunday runs. You gotta try it out.
What you're looking at wasn't filmed by an influencer. It was generated in seconds using N8N. This system runs for exactly $0 by leveraging the hidden $300 Google Cloud credit trick. I'm going to give you this workflow for free, link in the description, but I highly recommend you to watch till the end because the setup is kind of tricky. Let's begin. Let's test it first to see how it works. So you go here, click on execute workflow here, give it the product description. In my case, I'll be using a green hoodie. Okay, we choose the product here and we choose our model. This is the hoodie I want to create the ad for, and this is the model I'm using. So go here, we click on submit, and we let it run. Oh, and if you're wondering who am I, well, I am Point. As I said in my last video, I hijacked this channel and I will be the one hosting the videos from now on. The image has been generated. Let's go take a look at it. This is the image. We wait for the video now. All right, our video is ready. Let's go take a look at it.
This Sunday Running Club hoodie is so comfy. I literally wear it every weekend. You need one.
Alright, so that's pretty good actually. We can go ahead and download the video if we want. So yeah, this is the system. So let's now get to how to actually get the $300 in credit from Google Cloud Console or Vertex AI, so we can use the free Nano Banana and the free VO 3.1 to generate these videos. So let's go. First of all, open up your Google Cloud Console, log into your account, and in the top corner, you will see Start for Free. Just click on it. Choose your country. After that, click on Agree and Continue, and it will ask you for your credit card details. It will not charge you any dollar, by the way. It's just that Google does that to verify your actual account and determine whether you're a normal user. As you can see here, it says no automatic charges. So don't worry, after you end up wasting all the $300, you know what to do. All right. Once you do that, let's go back to our N8N. As I said, you see this node here and this node here. They're actually sub workflows that we're executing. These sub workflows are actually these workflows here that I put. So after you get this JSON template, you can copy these, create different workflows and name them like the names I put here for it to work. After that, go here. You'll see in every workflow of these, we'll have to configure this first node. So if we open it, we'll see a couple of variables, such as the project ID, which is the most important one here, same as here. We'll see the project ID. To get this project ID, well, it's kind of simple. Just go back to Google Cloud Console and the project picker here, open it. Go click on New Project, give a name to a project, click on Create, wait for it first, it's gonna get created in a second. After that, you can go select your project. And once you do, you will find your project ID here. Just copy and paste it both here under project ID variable and here. So this is the first step. The second step, in the actual HTTP request to generate the images and the videos, we'll find this authentication. Make sure to put it in predefined credential type. Choose the credential type to Google OAuth 2 API and go ahead and click on Create New Credential. Once you do, let's go back. You will see a couple of options and variables to put here, client ID, client secret. Just go back to your Google Cloud Console. Under APIs and Services, click on OAuth Consent Screen. Click on Get Started to create your first OAuth application. Name it N8N UGC, for example. Let's put our email as support. Click Next. The audience, select External. Next. Contact email. Click Next. I agree and continue. Click on Create after that. All right. Now we can create our OAuth client. Click on it. Application type, web application. Name it N8N UGC, for example. In the authorized redirect URIs, just go back to N8N, copy this link here, and paste it here. After that, click on Create. Once you create it, we can go back to Clients now, refresh the page, N8N UGC, and we'll see this client ID. Just copy, go back to N8N, paste it here, go back again. Under Client Secret, click on Copy Client Secret and paste it here. For the scope, just paste in this and then keep this to all. After that, and before actually you click on Sign In with Google, go back to Google Cloud Console, go to Audience. Under Test Users, click on Add Users add your email, click on save twice, and go back to N8N, click sign in with Google, select your account, click and continue, and then your account will be linked here. And that's it. That's what you have to do. I have already done that, so I'm not gonna repeat it. You can do that, by the way, in both image to image node and the generate video node here. And you will find it in get video status here as well. So just select the credential that you have created and you will be ready to go. Now let's actually break it down and let's take a look at how this workflow was created. So we started with a humble N8N on-form submission, just to give the information we need about the UGC ad. As you have seen in the demo, we have a product description, instructions, a product, which is a file type. We're gonna pass in the image of the product and the image of the model that we want to for the video. We have a user prompt here, which is actually a system prompt and what it actually does. Our brain behind creating the prompts. We pass in the product description and we pass in the instructions given by the user. We have another message type image or binary where we pass in the product image and the model image so that the LLM will understand and match it in the image and video prompt. We have an output structure here, which is the structured output parser. We give it an example of how we want our output to be, which is the image prompt and the video prompt. Keep them empty here. It will know how to actually parse them inside the system prompt. We went with the Gemini 2.5 Flash because it's free, we're using it. After that, we have our code node, which is going to basically take in the input from this node here and reload it so we can use it directly to pass it to this execute sub workflow here. Here we are going to create our image. So as you can see, we have a prompt and the binary. The binary is going to take the product image and the model image. And we have the prompt that we generated using the basic LLM chain. So we go back here. This is actually executing this. So as you can see here, where it is a trigger when executed by another workflow, we take in these variables, the prompt as a string and the files, which are the images. We are splitting the images to take in each image on its own. After that, we are encoding both of them, changing the binary to a base64. We are going to prepare the body request for the HTTP here, containing the inline data MIME type of each image and the base64 data for each image, put them in an array. After that, we are going to use the variables we configured. We go to an HTTP request where we are going to actually communicate with Nano Banana through the Vertex AI. We're passing the content, so the prompt generated that we got previously. And we have the aspect ratio, the image size we decided inside the configure node. And yeah, this is going to generate it. And we are, of course, gonna check in if this object exists, basically the object that contains the base64 data for the image generated. If it exists, we are gonna take it, convert it to a file so we can view it. Same goes to the VO 3.1. Actually, it should be not like this. I will give you the actual workflow for this. This is just an example of how it works. Pretty much the same idea, convert image to base64 that we got from the Nano Banana. So we generated an image. We are gonna pass it to VO 3.1 as a start image. We're gonna configure our secret variables. We are gonna communicate with the Vertex AI API to generate or access the VO 3.1 endpoint and start generating the video. We're gonna check the video status to know, because it's a video, we are gonna check whether it has finished generating or no. So if it did not finish, we're gonna wait and recheck again. If it finished, we are gonna take in that base64 string we got from the video and convert it to a file, and then we are gonna output it so we can get it directly inside here, as you can see, where we can get the binary file, download it, etc. So yeah, this is pretty much how this system works. It generates UGCs as I showed you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, point if you want to see me in more videos. If not, I will disappear. And yeah, I hope I see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.